I remember someone asked me in university, saying, "Oh, how do you plan for this and that?" And I remember answering the person, "I don't think I need to plan for it. All I know that I'm meant to do is walk with Jesus. And I believe that as I'm walking with Jesus, a time will come, he'll say, 'Hey, that's your job now.' And another time say, 'Hey, that's your wife there.' And another time say, 'You're going to live there. You're going to..." I said it, I can't, maybe I was in year 4 or 5, but I believed it. It's exactly what has happened. Between then and now, nearly 20 years, it's been so. While people have the most definite crazy plan, of which most of them it never comes to pass, I just keep sticking with Jesus like that, and he does his things. Yes, can he get very wild? Yes, believe me, you can't walk with Jesus and your life is normal. Sometimes you're holding your heart in your hand. Of course, if you had learned to give him your heart and just forget about it, you'll be better. So at night you can sleep. So it's better to learn early. The seasons are determined by how you have chosen to trust and obey God, not by how you plan. How many people have not had plans and died before they carried out one? It's not about planning. Abacha planned to rule Nigeria as a civilian president. He died. It's not about planning. It is never about that. It is about God's will. You're in a safe place. It's he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High that shall abide under his shadow. He is the one that will say, "The Lord is my refuge." That's the one. That's the one that will not be afraid of the terror by night or the arrow by day. That's the one. I fully believe, I'm not suspecting, I'm not thinking or guessing that they can be shooting guns around a tara. If I've respected myself and closed the gate and walked towards my house, I 100% believe a bullet does not have a right to touch me. Not because I'm good at dodging. You couldn't dodge a bullet if you tried. Forget the movies. Do you even see it? Not about dodging it. It moves faster than sound on average. Boom, it hits you before you hear the sound. Pow. So what? But that he will give his angels charge over you to keep you in all his ways. I was telling my brother here, it's not just a matter of, you should have planned better. If God doesn't want you here because this fan will fall, he will move you away from where this fan is. Now, if somehow you were hard-headed and you still sat here, but God can't allow that fan fall on you, except there's a class you have to go through, then he'll make sure it's the center that hits you here and falls, so it won't wound you, cut your head off. But if, maybe you don't need a swollen head before you do the job, that fan will fall and do make a loud sound first. Your angel will be tapping it, tap, and you go like, "Oh, it seems it's not safe." Then as you move, it will now fall. Or if you are deaf because of not sleeping well at night, that thing will fall like this, and as it comes here, it will turn like this and hit you and fall. Whatever it will take, if it's not meant to touch you, it won't touch you, because there's a God that, he will like your cooperation, but sometimes he knows you're just stupid. The most important thing is that you dwell in the secret place of the Most High. It's not because you did this or did that or did this. So living in the secret place of the Most High is the most important thing any one of us could do. Not out of fear. It's not because you are afraid of a fan falling on you that you develop that relationship. It's because when God said, "Whom shall we send? Who will go first?" He said, "Me." And he said, "It won't be easy, Isaiah." And he said, "It's okay. I'll die for you. I love you." And he goes like, "Wow, this is my personal. You don't touch this one." That's what I meant when I said he looks down, he says, "I don't have many like this. Don't touch them." That's why I pity the soul. No, don't touch this one. It's not this one. This one, you have no clue. This one is signed up. This one has work to do for me. This one has received training, has gone through soaking like Esther. 6 months in this kind of beauty treatment, 6 months in another. You want to come and grab, and did you hear? Did Xerxes, Ahasuerus, depending on the Greek or other expression, Medo-Persian, did he like Haman? Yes or no? Did he not give him his ring? Did he not give him authority over all the others? Did Haman not go to him and say, "There are some people I would like to wipe out"? And the king didn't even ask, "Who are they?" He said, "Wipe them out. Now what do you want? Do as you please." Yes. What made him say they should hang Haman? First, Esther told him something, and he was like, and he was steaming. He walked out, the king walked out on the balcony to cool off small. He may have been coming back to say, Haman, see, what? I think this thing is, let's chalk it up to error. What is this thing I'm hearing? But what killed Haman? Who can remember? He came in and he saw Haman go, your ladyship. The angel said, King, turn now, King, turn. As he saw him go, he went in front of me. The Bible says, as he just shouted, the guards put a cloth over Haman's head. From up. There was no, I think maybe officially the king shouldn't get that angry. So, but what killed him was his proximity to the king's wife. He said, do you know, out of all the, now this one I picked. He couldn't talk, so the soldiers talked for him. As they were bundling him off, one of them said, there's a gallows he made. They say, hang him on it. That was the end of Haman. A very unceremonious ending to the most highly exalted official in a land.